Story of Captain George's started back on Valentine's Day in 1953 when George Pizzoliti was born, of parents Chris and Mary Pizzolidis from Greece. They had their own little business called C&M Cafeteria, which stood for Chris and Mary. George at age 11 started working there, bussing tables, doing dishes and whatnot. And for a little bit he ventured away from the family business and worked evenings at Nick's Seafood Pavilion, which was a landmark restaurant. And that's where he learned his back of the house skills, and he fell in love with the creation of food recipes, engineering dishes and things like that. Prior to opening his first location, the Breen and Pizzolidis were involved in the Fisherman's Wharf, which was a restaurant in Hampton, Virginia. That's where the first idea of having a seafood buffet started, only on the weekends. But it became so popular that the crowds loved it, and they insisted on it being 7 nights a week. So that's when they started doing a 7-night-a-week seafood buffet. And that's when George had the concept in his mind about opening his own place and having it strictly a seafood buffet. In 1975, George and Sherry leased the Hampton House, which eventually became the first Captain George's. Then he opened the one in Virginia Beach on Laskin Road in 1982. There's one in Williamsburg, Virginia. And the biggest project they had was the one in Myrtle Beach, which they built from the ground up. Well, we have several dishes on the buffet that are family recipes, such as the Crab Imperial, the Norfolk Special. The Alaskan snow crabs are our most popular dish of all. We do have a couple staple desserts that we'll always have. One is the baklava, which is a Greek dessert that came from the family recipe. We also have flan. Some people call it flan, but it's an egg custard dessert that is absolutely wonderful. Those are our two most look forward to desserts, I should say. I look at Captain George's as the American dream come true. The Pizzolidis came with nothing, and they have built a multi-million-dollar operation, 4 very successful restaurants, and they did it with a lot of hard work, determination, and failure was not an option. We want you to come in and have dinner with us. We want to prove to you that we appreciate the fact that you've chosen Captain George's out of all the restaurants in the area to have your special occasion.